If you want to know what it's like to be like the big girl in a friend group, let me share an experience I just had recently. This took place on my birthday, of all days. I'm out at a bar with friends. Life is good. I'm feeling good. Lost 40, almost 50 pounds, and I'm feeling good. There's a table of boys next to us, and like we can hear them talking, kind of. It's really loud, obviously, it's a bar. And it's obvious that they're looking at us and talking about us or somebody at our table. This guy comes over to our table and he immediately comes around to my side of the table and he like touches my shoulder. And I was kind of put off because like, why are you talking to me? You know? He starts asking me questions like what my name is, how old I am, what I do for work, etc., etc. Then he asks the golden question, which is, can I get your number? And I hesitated because this doesn't happen. The girls at the table were like, do it, you know? And I was like, yeah, why not? Like, why not? Give him my number, or I start to give him my number. He stops and he like turns around to look at his table and he was like, you guys owe me $50. And they all start.
Nah, that's wild. That's wild. That's wild. And this is part of the reason why some women say the things that they say about us because of silly games like this. And I do want to say, this type of behavior goes on with men and women disrespecting and being dismissive and inconsiderate of one another all the time. But I believe it's just so important, man, to treat people how you want to be treated. And when you have I think it's different when like you have something that makes you, maybe you're insecure about. Cause she's talking about her weight. She did say she lost some weight. So shout out to her. But if you're like insecure about your weight and men don't normally approach you and you're out, I can imagine how that felt. That's just, guys gonna be guys and women gonna be women, and you're gonna do silly stuff, but you just gotta be considerate. Some things it's just like, yo, that's unnecessary.
Laughing, and he starts laughing, and the guy that was talking to me like kind of walks away kind of halfway between our tables, and his friend was there and he's like, I told you fat bitches are easy.
Oh, that's crazy.
And that was the end of the
Nah, that's wild. That's wild. Yo, this age is crazy.
evening. That was it. So yeah, that was super good for my confidence. And yeah,
Shout out to her. I don't know what really happened. She knows, but it seemed like she handled even sharing of the story really well. Like, she, just kind of being sarcastic about it, saying that was really, good for my confidence, when she's really insinuating that, it hurt her. And I'll say this to men, we have to consider sensitivities in general. We as men, we don't want certain things talked about in a certain way with us, so we should consider that with women. And playing certain silly games is, maybe high school, maybe even early college, but you had a family, grew up in a respectful home, saying, heavier set B's are easy in front of her, if that's what really happened, that's crazy. Very insensitive. I don't even really have words to describe how just crazy that is. Sorry that happened to you, ma'am. Yeah, it's getting wild out here, man. People are just reckless.
Why haven't we ever seen a celebrity with a plus-size girlfriend? Like, in all the years of celebrity, I've never seen, like, this celebrity paparazzi'd with this girl or anyone, like, I've never seen a celebrity even pop out with a plus-size girlfriend, like a plus-size model, nothing. Isn't that weird? Obviously, probably for sure would not happen in the skinny apocalypse we're living in right now.
Skinny apocalypse?
But
I'm going to let her talk, but celebrities aren't the standard. You know what I mean? Like, they never have been and they never will be, but to the people who idolize them, they are. And I've seen celebrities with women who are plus size, but I think sometimes when you are living your experience, you know, it's magnified. And I will agree with her. Like, we don't see like celebrities just like walking around with plus size women left and right. We don't see a lot of men walking around with plus size women left and right. Even plus size women are aware that there are, challenges with being plus size. And I think you have to be honest with yourself and know, like, it doesn't make you unlovable. It doesn't mean you're not attractive. You just may have a smaller audience to keep it in like a marketing term. Like your audience, the men who will be attracted to you, the group of men that are attracted to you is probably smaller, and vice versa. Like if you're heavier set men, I don't know. I've heard like heavier set men and women get a lot of play, but she's saying differently, and the other young lady is saying differently. So let her finish.
I feel like that celebrity's clout would go up by 1,000,000. Like, imagine Harry Styles or Jacob Elordi was seen with a plus-size girlfriend. I know the poor girl will probably get ripped to shreds because, I mean, look what they did to Jenny Slate for being with Chris Evans, but it's not weird. Never, ever been a plus-size girlfriend with a celebrity.
It's not weird at all, man. People are dating who they want to date. I think the key is be healthy, love yourself, be honest with yourself, strive to be the best version of yourself. Stop thinking that, celebrities are the standard. I actually relate more with the first young lady's conversation around being plus size than the last young lady, because who cares what's going on in the celebrity world? The idea is to just find someone who loves you and appreciates you. Yeah, I think people should be mindful of what words they use to describe someone who's plus size. I think people should be mindful of how they treat plus size women. Not that they treat them any different, but just watching your treatment. Like, don't treat a plus size woman in a way that you wouldn't treat a woman that's not plus size. Like, just be considerate. Like, these women have feelings, and I can't imagine. I'm not a woman, but being a woman, it seems that like they care about what other women think about them. And if other women are like, for the most part, slimmer around you, you may feel sensitive or insecure around them because maybe they're getting, attention from certain people that you normally don't get attention from. And I can understand that. And in cases like that, you just have to, I know this is easier said than done, but you have to put yourself around people that speak life into you, people that will encourage you to be the best version of yourself, people that walk through your journey of undoing any type of like harmful thinking that you have about yourself, people that will walk with you in your fitness journey, and people that will encourage you to embrace where you are and keep going where you're going. Because if you don't have those type of people in your life, it's going to be even more difficult. So, yeah, it's a great conversation. I would love to, know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. I actually, I'll say this before I end the video. I think there is a lot of like people who have this fetish of plus size women, and that in itself is a challenge for plus size women, because like you'll hear like certain men from certain Caribbean islands, they like them a big woman, and so on and so on. And I think that causes like some some challenges for certain people to then fetish these women. And I just think if you're comfortable with being plus size, it changes the narrative. You may not, how do I want to put this? You may not, you may not be small or the size that you want, but if you're confident and you talk to who talks to you and you love yourself, people can feel that. It can feel that. And when you're striving to be the best version of yourself, you never know what will happen, you know. There are plenty of women who are plus size that are married. So be the best version of yourself, and don't let nobody treat you like second, like you're I forget the word I was gonna use, but pretty much don't be anybody's doormat. Let nobody treat you like crap. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Connect with the brand online. We're www.there'shopebrand.com. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.